Sorry, y'all. Not paying attention. We ain't here live. I don't know if y'all can actually hear me or not. Usually the sound is decent with this kind of thing. But we're here live, Auburn Express Live Town. Auburn versus Ole Miss. Taking you up to, I probably get through like the announcements of the players and all that kind of thing. But join in the party. Get in here live. We are talking Auburn versus Ole Miss SEC tournament. Not sure how good the quality of this stream is going to be, but hey, listen, again, we are here. Appreciate everybody who's taking the opportunity to come in here and check us out. I'm still trying to get stuff situated, but Auburn's out here doing shoot-arounds right now, so it's their time on the floor. Daniel, Brad, what's good? See who I see out here shooting around. Simo is out here. Some guards on this end, so that's Tahad out there shooting around. Oh, that's Denver at the free throw line. There's Chad. James, what up? Ephesians, what up? Needs to shoot the ball well today. Absolutely. If you guys watched my breakdown, I think that's one of the big keys. You know, they shot well in the first two games versus Ole Miss. They got to come out here and shoot well again in this game in order to kind of neutralize what Ole Miss likes to do as far as how they defend the paint. You got to stretch them out and allow your guys to get downhill on the drives as well, because otherwise they're just going to crowd the paint and guard against the kick out. Does Denver have a noticeable limp? He is not running right now. He's standing still, just kind of taking shots. So nothing limp-wise to point out here. Hard to beat a team 3 times. It absolutely is. But, hey, listen, that's the task in front of you. Make it happen. Some teams are just bad matchups, though, and I think Auburn is a bad matchup for Ole Miss. You just got to go out there and execute. Yeah, right now they're just shooting around. They're not doing any, like, drills or anything, so it's hard to determine if anybody's moving in any sort of weird way. But everybody's getting shots up. Actually, Denver went to go sit down, so he's not shooting around anymore. So I guess there's that. Looking for Chad and Broom to have a big day. They will definitely need to. When you have a size advantage, then you've got to take advantage of that and make sure that you're doing what you need to do on the interior to keep the pressure on them, especially their bigs, to have to guard against particularly on the boards. Took a vacation for this. Wow. Dedication. I'm not mad at it. I took a work day for this. Jakai needs more minute. He's elite at helping us rebound, and our rebounding has been bad. I don't disagree with that. I think that Jakai brings you some athleticism and some energy to the boards that you will need, and so I am interested to see whether or not he's going to get more minutes in this game. If Denver doesn't play, I mean, I think Auburn still had like the advantage for Auburn, for Denver in this game is going to be keeping Padula right out of the lane, or Matthew Morrell out of the lane, or Murray out of the lane, right? They've got some guards that can get downhill. So that's going to be a disadvantage. On the offensive end, I think they'll be okay because they can still score at a prolific rate without Denver Jones in the game. It's the defensive end you'd have to be worried about for their guards, because their guard play is really what makes them who they are, right? The 3 guys that I just named plus Brakefield, they've got enough guys who can match up with Brakefield. Denver won't really be a guy that'll have to do that. But it's Morrell, Padula, and Murray that you have to have a rotation of guards who can play against them. And so to that point, Jakai Howard, I think, will be a guy that you'll need to be able to get some minutes so that you have another body to throw in against Morrell and Padula. Agent Zero with 18. Oh, you're saying that you think that Tahad Pettiford is going to have 18 today? You think Jakai plays, or CBM, or is the CBM showed 90% of the minutes? I think that's going to depend on foul trouble and whether or not Denver plays. I think you're going to, again, if Denver doesn't play, you're going to need Jakai Howard. They got a round of folks going and doing half-court shots right here. It looks like, see what happens here. First one up, JP Pegues. Short. I can't tell who that was. Looked like Tahad made his. Denver. Close. Nope. Jakai. Nope. Turtle. Nope. Another Pegues one. Nope. Chad threw his backwards. No. No from Jakai. Pegues again. Still short. Denver. No. Another one from Turtle. No. Ole Miss taking the floor right now. Decent Ole Miss contingent out here, giving them some claps as they come out to the floor for their shoot around. So Auburn's about to exit. We ain't seeing much of Kai, I don't think. Haven't seen much of him through the year, so I don't see why you start playing him in the tourney. If you need his size and athleticism, you absolutely do play him. So I think it's just going to depend on the floor of the game. I mean, there's not a – if guys stay out of foul trouble and there's no injury situations, then yes. But I don't know that we're in a situation where that's going to be the case today. So, again, I'm not sure how many actual minutes you get from Denver Jones today. And so if you don't get a lot of Denver Jones minutes, you may need another wing player to come and supplement that, because you can't play Tahad too many minutes. You're going to play a little bit of Chad at the point, as we've seen. So if you're not willing to come and bring Pegues in, that means the off-ball minutes that you would have gotten from Denver and from Chad and from Tahad have to go somewhere else. That means more Miles Kelly minutes. If he gets in foul trouble, where do you go, right? You're going to go big? So I think Jakai will be a function of the flow of the game. The foul calls have been right in this tournament. I'm hoping Auburn can defend without fouling. You're saying that they've been calling the games right? I saw a lot of contact that didn't get called as foul. So if they're going to let them play like they have been in the previous games, then I think that favors Auburn, because Auburn is the bigger team. But yeah, I've seen a lot of contact that they just been letting go in these games so far. So I think that favors Auburn for sure because of the physicality that they bring. But I don't know. Oh, foul calls have been tight. Like I said, I've seen some late game. They do seem to tighten the whistle in these games, but I've seen a lot of stuff that's just been getting allowed out here physically. Did you guys watch that Texas versus Texas A&M game, or that Missouri game the other night? Like, they were versus Vanderbilt. Like, they've been letting them guys bang. So, I don't know. 40 of y'all in here. 46 now. Hit that like button, man. Go ahead and make sure you get us in here. And like I said, I'll be here live with you as much as I can, going up until game time starting. Appreciate y'all for jumping in here with me, talking a little bit. Again, if you want to get more of my in-depth thoughts about this game leading up to it, you got time to go watch the video that I posted yesterday in regard to this game. I gave a lot more, I wouldn't even say analysis. You faced this team 2 times already. There's not a lot of analytical things. What I did note in that is that how Ole Miss won that game versus Arkansas is the same way that they were winning games during the season. They were the same team. They didn't really change much up in that game. So Auburn has seen what they're going to see from Ole Miss. You just got to go out there and execute the stuff that you know to do. You've been in the building watching every game so far? I have not. I just got to Nashville today, so I have not been in the building for any of the other games so far. I still have a regular job, so I still had to work. Make Auburn great again. What's up? Pat Adams will call plenty of fouls on Auburn. Pat Adams going to call a lot of fouls anyway, like just on everybody. Pat Adams is like, I got a whistle and I'm using it. Let's see if they've got this stat stuff up for us yet. Starters for the game have not yet been announced, so we will see what happens with that. But notes on the game say Pat Adams, Bart Lennox, and Steven Anderson will be our officials for today's game. If you're in here, go ahead and share the live with somebody as well, man. Pat Adams is just a bad ref, not just against Auburn. Yeah, I don't think he has some personal vendetta against anybody except for Chad. Like, I think every ref has a personal vendetta against Chad for some reason. But Chris, what's up, man? Appreciate you jumping in here live with us and joining as a member of the War Report family. Green Name Gang, what up? Of course, I'm not going to be able to stay live during the game. So we won't be having any sort of watch party. If I did do a watch party, there's no way you guys could sync with me because I'd be watching this well in advance of what the broadcast would have. Hopefully it's not a 3-hour game. If it is a 3-hour game, that doesn't bode well for Auburn because that means that there's a ton of fouls and likely a lot of them are going against Auburn because, again, Auburn is the more physical team in this situation. So if the whistle's going to be tight, that does not benefit Auburn in the least because, again, Auburn, the way that they defend and guard is all about physicality. What they need to avoid is the silly offensive fouls, I think. Yes, Mike G is in the building. Mike G, say what's up to the people.
Hey, we here.
Yeah. So Mike G is right here beside me. So we're watching there in our media seats. Better than shows in Oglesby, who are the worst. They make Pat Adams look like Hall of Famers. You guys really know these officials, man. Chaney Johnson needs to eat today, says Brad. Sounds like a fake name. Old piss are frauds, like Mike says. War damn equal Auburn by 15. Not mad at that. Yes, Chaney absolutely needs to be a factor in this game, man. He has to. I'm looking for Chaney Johnson. Speaking of Chaney Johnson, and you know what the expectations are for him for this game, we got to make sure that we give the shouts here. Did I just freeze on y'all? Because my computer just did a weird little freeze situation. Trying to see what Underdog has cooking up for y'all today. Not letting me log in for some reason. Anyway, all right. Well, I was trying to pull up Underdog, so it did freeze for a second. All right. Denver was out here doing warm-ups, but again, he was in here during shoot-around. They haven't done like any drills while I was in here at my seat, so I don't know how he's moving right now. Anita Lawson, that's a different name. I haven't seen you in the chat, at least. That doesn't mean you haven't been watching, but welcome. David, I'll guarantee you we win out and Kentucky wins and we get shows in Oglesby tomorrow. It'll be no blood, no foul game. Hey, listen, man, that definitely benefits Kentucky. But in a game like today, you want somebody who is going to allow contact to happen because you have the more physical team, right? In a game like Kentucky against Tennessee, you listen, you don't know. You just kind of want it to be even. So we'll see. Appreciate it, Anita. Appreciate you jumping in again. Just a new name in the chat. So I had to recognize when I see a name I don't see before. So just joining in. Glad you're here. Yeah, man. I'll be here again as long as I can carry you guys up through game time. I definitely can't stay live during the game, and you definitely would not want that because I'd be getting everything before you saw it on TV. Is anyone in the chat at the game? That's interesting. Yeah, if you're in here at the game, you see me in here because I'm in here in the arena. So the game clock here in the arena says we are 23 minutes from tip-off. So we got 23 minutes from the scheduled tip-off of this game. I have no idea who this dude is out here going through warm-ups with Ole Miss. He looks like he's like 5'4". Daniel says he'll make the drive tomorrow. Yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be a more heavily attended game for everybody just because it's going to be the weekend. So regardless, if a team makes it to tomorrow, this arena is going to look very different. If this were the evening or the night game, the arena would be a lot more crowded right now too. So you're dealing with people who took time off of work and retirees at this point in time. Got a message saying the game was going to tip at 11 instead of 12 due to weather. No, it's 11:36 right now. So maybe you're thinking about the baseball game that's supposed to be happening today. I don't know, but yeah, basketball, we're still 22 minutes away from tip-off here. Only 30 minutes away, but watching from the couch. Listen, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, I don't know where you got that message from, Russell, because clearly, if that were the case, this game would be 20 minutes in already, or 37 minutes in, yes. Yeah, it must have been baseball. Yeah, the baseball, they did make an adjustment because of the weather, because it's in Alabama. I think it's a home game for Auburn. This one in Nashville is far enough away from where that weather's supposed to be happening that it will not impact anything. Which I didn't know the baseball game was that early. They're playing Vanderbilt, who is already out of the tournament. So I don't know if there's going to be a big Auburn crowd even at that game, because it's going to be during the same time. There's going to be a lot of people phone watching. I wish I could turn my camera. I'm on my laptop camera. I wish I could turn my camera around so you guys could see this dude for Ole Miss. Like, I didn't know they had anybody this short on their team. Let me see if yeah, I have no idea who this dude is. He's got to be like a walk-on. He's got a uniform though, so. But yeah, he's got to be a walk-on. But he's a short dude. Doing a doubleheader today to avoid the weather tomorrow. Okay, got you. Yeah, I think I recall seeing something about some changes to the baseball schedule. Any update on Chad starting or coming off the bench? I know that would be a BP call. No updates on starting lineups as of yet. Let me go check and see. Have not yet updated starting lineups, no. It's Ole Miss on the floor right now, so I don't have a gauge on what Auburn looks like. They were just kind of doing, when I walked in, they were just doing shoot-around, so shoot-arounds look pretty normal. But I'll see how locked in they look when they get back out here. They're actually coming back out on the court right now. If you can hear the Auburn band in the background warming up, that's Auburn coming down for their half-court shoot-around. So they're shooting around on the rim on the side of the goal that they'll be on for the game. Trying to take a look and see what it looks like for. I don't even see Denver right now in this layup line. That message was for home Saturday. Yeah, I don't even see Denver out here right now. He was out here during the shoot-around, but he is not out here for warm-ups. Yeah, I'm seeing more people walk out from the back. But unless I'm missing him, I do not see Denver. Oh, wait a minute. Is that him? I can't tell from this far away. That dude looks too tall to be Denver. Now that's definitely Turtle right there. There's Chad. Chad just now walked out, so maybe Denver's just late walking out from. There's Chad. Yeah, I still don't see him. Also, don't trust my eyes because my eyes are terrible. Yeah, I don't see him, bro. There's Jakai is just walking out. So, again, just because he's not out yet doesn't mean he's not coming out, but I don't see him right now. More of the staff. Interesting. Appreciate everybody who's jumped in so far. 82 people in here. I'm not monitoring the likes, but please go ahead and like the video if you can. Appreciate those of you who have decided to join in on this little pregame, whatever, right here live from the sidelines, SEC tournament. I did not go eat anything in the press room yet, but they did have a nice spread, like they always do for the SEC tournament. Yeah, unless my eyes are like overlooking him, I do not see Denver Jones out here for warm-ups. And I'm trying to make sure I'm scanning through everybody, but I don't see him. That's Miles. That's Tahad. That's JP Pegues. Yeah, I do not see Denver Jones out here warming up, dog. He was out here earlier though, so I'm not tripping about seeing him earlier. So I don't know if he's getting retaped or what's going on with that, but he's definitely not out here right now. Just under 15 minutes left until the scheduled tip-off, so it looks like they're going to tip off right at noon, or at least the pregame festivities will be done at right at noon. Crush Soda, official sponsor of the SEC. Sure, you're all set, but if you're interested in a steak dinner, I grill a good one. Appreciate it, Dan. Yeah, they got plenty of food here, but I ain't mad at a nice steak. Appreciate that. Ariel Hall, another name that I don't recall seeing a lot of. Appreciate you for jumping in with us. Pfizer, official pneumococcal vaccine awareness sponsor of the SEC. Malcolm, what up? Good to see you, man. Official bank of the SEC. Yeah, I'm guessing he's there. If he's going to play, then they're probably giving him some sort of treatment because again, he was out here for the first round of shoot-arounds, and then he sat down and chilled for a minute. And then they came back out for another shoot around, and he's not out here. I ain't no reason to be scared, man. It is what it is. They've played without Denver before. It was against Texas A&M, but Texas A&M a different kind of team. All right, let me check and see if they've updated starting lineups. Starting lineups have been announced. Denver Jones is in the starting lineup. Miles Kelly, Chris Moore is starting tonight in place of Chad Baker-Mazar, Janai Broome, and Dylan Cardwell. So there you go. Denver is expected to start. Chad Baker-Mazar is out of the starting lineup tonight. So though Denver is not out here during shoot-around, he is in the starting lineup. So no Chad in the starting lineup. You'll have Chris Moore starting tonight, and Denver Jones is in the starting lineup for Auburn tonight. So there you go. I'm assuming, yeah, they're just giving him a little bit more treatment, right? So, because again, he's not out here for this shoot around, but he is listed in the starting lineup, so he does feel good enough to go. And you got Chad coming in off of the bench, and that might be because of wanting Chad to be able to play a little bit more point guard tonight if Denver can't. So you will need to offset them a little bit. So there we go. There we go. This is what I'm here for, y'all. I'm here for y'all, baby. For Ole Miss, Sean Padula, Jalen Murray, Matthew Morrell, Dre Davis, and Malik Dia, the starters. All right. Chad is shooting around on this end of the court right now with Tahad. Tahad working on some free throws. Ja'Kai Howard joining them on this end. Janai Broome on the opposite end doing some free throw work. I have always liked Chad coming off of the bench because I think that he gives you a scoring punch off of the bench that you need to be able to have. So I've always liked Chad coming off of the bench. I understand people thinking, oh, we need your best five, but I just like the rotation of having, and then it allows you to bring, if you want to, a little bit more action with Tahad coming off the ball as a primary scorer if you want Chad to be your primary ball handler. So, but Kevin Kirk, again, another name I haven't seen very much. Appreciate you jumping in with us. BP sitting CBM for the starting lineup for his F2. I don't know what the reasoning is why Chad is coming off the bench. I just know what's been reported as far as the starting lineup is concerned. Man, Ja'Kai just jumped and threw the ball off the backboard after going between his legs in the air, caught it, and reverse dunked it. Chad just caught one off the backboard and hit a 360. This is an athletic team, bro. War Eagle, Ariel, appreciate you coming in. Does it really matter if team has already played one or two games versus a team that hasn't? I think the advantage can go to those who are already hot. I think it can go either way. It can go either way. National anthem about to start, so I'm gonna go turn this off, but I'll be right. I'm not turning the stream off, but just turn the camera off.
What's so proud we hid at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red, the bombs bursting in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh,
All right, here we go. We are 7 minutes and 57 seconds from game time here inside of Bridgestone Arena. SEC Tournament Auburn versus Ole Miss. Final warm-ups will be happening here in just a minute. Appreciate you guys just rocking with your boy. Think about bringing Pettiford, Cheney, and CBM off the bench. I like that big three off the bench. Listen, I've always been a fan of that. People were like, why is Simo starting? I think Simo is a good defensive energy guy. You got enough scorers coming in off of that initial thing with Miles, and if Denver can score a little bit, and Janai Broom with the inside out. But, we'll see. We'll see how the rotations work here. All right. So, again, according to this clock here, we are just under 7 minutes from game time. Appreciate the super chat there from Heavy. War Eagle to you, my sir. I'm going to get out of here so we can get to all of the pregame stuff. But I might try to come back at halftime and get some reactions with you all. I'm out of here for now. Appreciate y'all for stopping with your boy, War Eagle. I'm out of here.